information is not going to be obsolete. The redemption manual will not be obsolete, but you'll still have that manual. And if the power goes out, you'll still be in possession of information that's extremely valuable. But again, that's the redemption manual, and I always tell people to start there. Then there's the why the UCC filing. A lot of people say, well, what is this process all about, and why do we have to go through this? Read this section, and you'll totally understand why we go about doing what we do with the UCC1. The UCC1 is evidence of a notice to the world of a superior claim against a particular debtor that controls a particular asset. So what you're doing is filing a UCC1 on your straw man, taking control of all of the human energy, all of the contracts, all of the accounts, properties that are associated and have been associated with that all caps name is now being controlled by the flesh and blood you. That's it. It's a notice of to the world of collateral. And then what we do, because we value your trust at $100 million via development of a $100 million bond, you have the ability to issue credit. Now, if you just envision a pizza pie worth $100 million, we set you up in that fashion to the point where all you have to do is cut slices and assign those slices as credit. Because we're in a credit-based society, you're going to assign one credit to satisfy another debt. You can only satisfy a debt with a credit. Right? So if I send a bank a check, if I send a bank a money order, if I send a bank a wire transfer, if I send a bank a Cash App, if I send a bank a PayPal, it's all going to result in a credit to the account. So I can also send the bank credit. And that's exactly how we set this up for you. All your bills are typically paid for. Yes, we heard about all that. You'll read about that in the redemption manual. But how, in this credit-based society, do you tender your credit to have those satisfy those particular debts and obligations? That's what you learn with us. We'll set your documents up, but we'll also give you the instructions on how to execute that. Now, you have to actually do that. We're going to show you, like I said, we'll teach you how to fish. We're not going to fish for you, because if we ate the fish and you didn't eat, you'd die of starvation. So we're going to teach you how to fish so that you can always feed yourself and your family forever. This process also protects you from all claims. If you've got claims that are coming against your all capitals name, estate, or debtor's name, ens legis, fiction, corporate fiction, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, just know that it's not you. It's a corporation. How do you spell Microsoft? All capitals letters. How do you spell McDonald's? All capital letters. How do you spell Walmart? All capitals letters. If you look at your name on your driver's license, birth certificate, and social security card, and pretty much all of your bills, with the exception of a few, you'll see that the name is in all caps. That is a corporate fiction. That is not you. They are corporate fiction. The entire governmental situation in the world and all those companies, Walmart, McDonald's, Microsoft, they're corporate fictions. They can only do business with corporate fiction. That's why on the name on your credit card is in all capitals letters. Okay, it will never be in proper case, and if it is, it's because it's probably some small company somewhere trying to get you. But we show you how to protect yourself. We show you how to discharge those debts. We show you how to create credit. Okay, you can't just come to the table wanting to discharge debt, discharge debt, discharge debt. You also have to learn how to create credit, because there's two sides to every ledger. Then you also have to think like a business person. So a business person is thinking about their books and their ledgers and saying, okay, well, if I have expenses, those are debts. So I have to develop some kind of credit, which is income, revenue, so that I can satisfy those debts. So you can't just come to the table with debt discharge in mind. You have to come to the table with the notion that you're a creditor. You're moving from being a debtor to a creditor. So why not act and move like a creditor and create credit? That's exactly what you have to do. Okay, so again, if you're new, start here. Go up here so that you can get all of the information that you need. You've also got frequently asked questions. You can read our reviews. You can also go to our video library, where you can see a lot of the videos that we curate ourselves that'll bring you up to speed on various subjects, things to do and what not to do. Okay, then you'll go to our services, and you'll see that we have SPC docu-prep and filing services, and this is where we actually file your documents. We prepare and we do the data entry, prepare your documents, file them with all the appropriate agencies, make sure that all your data is accurate, your addresses are accurate, so that you begin to get all the appropriate correspondence from all the necessary agencies. Okay, once that's done, that's a time frame. That happens usually over the course of 90 days. After 90 days, you're private. You're protected forever. but we have to follow the procedure, and you have to follow our procedures. Anyone, again, that comes to us and tries to rush us, we cut you off and immediately give you your money back. It took us 30 seconds to take your money. It'll take us 15 seconds to give it back to you. There is no, oh, you have to wait 5 to 7 business days with us. No, we don't want the drama. We don't need the headache. We'll give you your money back just as fast as we took it from you so that we can move on to the serious individuals. We have various packages. We have our oxygen package, which basically includes the filing, electronic filing of your UCC1. We also give you a security agreement and your copyright notice. On the silver package, you get all of that plus the affidavit of right to travel and the global ID. On the gold package, we're not doing the gold package right now. We're doing platinum and we're doing diamond. You'll see you get everything with those two packages. The difference between the platinum and the diamond is that on the platinum, you're responsible for signing and notarizing your documents. So we'll prepare everything and send everything to you. You get it signed and then you have to send it back to us. That gets very risky. Why? One, most people who receive their documents they'll go through them and they'll sign them and then they'll rearrange or disturb the order of the documents, and then that will delay us as soon as we get the documents back, because we have to put all the documents back in the right order, and sometimes they even leave certain documents out, and then also we run the risk of your documents being lost in the mail. With the diamond, we do everything for you. You give us the power of attorney, we'll sign off on all your documents only. Your power of attorney is only for the preparation, filing, and providing of your documents to you. Nothing else. We don't do no financial transactions. We don't sign off on any other governmental agency documents for you. We give you everything that's in the package, and once that's done, your power of attorney is terminated. Then later on in life, if you come back to us and need additional services that require a power of attorney, you're going to have to give us a new power of attorney. We don't play. We operate honorably. We operate ethically. We want to make sure that the people who come to us do the same. So you can choose a package. Once you choose your package, you're going to receive a welcome email. In that welcome email, you're going to have forms and instructions. Very simple instructions, very simple forms. Provide us with the information that we need. Provide us with the forms. As soon as we receive your documents, the clock starts ticking on your 90-day time frame of completion. If you're choosing the oxygen, that's usually a 24 to 72 hour turnaround. Same thing with the silver package. Platinum and diamond takes a little bit longer because we're filing with additional agencies and we have a lot of documents that we need to prepare and get back to you as well. We want to make sure everything goes through quality control. Data is 100% accurate. Then we get everything back, quality control proofs, and goes through everything, make sure everything's right. Then we deliver to you, and then we can complete the process. Give us the time frame that we need to make this right for you. If you want to be free forever, do not rush it. And then in terms of the prices, we'll go up to some of the prices and you'll see, like for the diamond package, for example, $1650.21. Just because you got $1650.21 doesn't mean that we'll do business with you. If you come to us with an attitude, or you come to us sideways, or you come to us with some kind of hustle man flow, we're going to know, we're going to cancel your order and give you back your $1650.21. It's not that serious for us. It might be serious for you, but it's not that serious for us. What's serious is that we probably take your freedom more seriously than you do. So we don't have time to deal with nonsense, and we will cancel your order and give you back your $1650 in 15 seconds flat. Then you have our 1 ounce of prevention dietary supplement. Right now, 1 ounce is going to be buy one, get one free. But then you'll see we'll have a new and improved formula coming out later on this year. But this is a phenomenal formula because it has everything that you need in one particular pill. You don't need a bunch of bottles on your dresser. You don't need a bunch of to go to and spend a bunch of money on a bunch of different supplements. All you got to do is read this label. You read this label, and I guarantee you, you will be extremely impressed as to all of the stuff that's contained in this particular product. I developed this product at the onset of Rona. 2019, I was buying masks from China because I knew that Rona was already in China and it was headed this way because the government was dropping the ball at all the airports. So I said to myself, it's time to develop a product that would allow us to stay healthy with just one pill. So you'll see I got everything from vitamin A, B12, all the way to down to artichoke, organic reishi mushrooms, lion's mane mushroom, burdock powder, cranberry. It's also got rhubarb, bladderwrack, Irish moss, mai tai, milk thistle. These are all the herbs. Then we got organic shiitake mushrooms, wheatgrass powder. Then we've got, where's the other one? That was acai berry juice powder. Look how much. almost 10,000 milligrams. Okay. And then you'll see we got beetroots, apple pectin. So it's got all the super fruits and vegetables. It's got all the vitamins and the minerals. It's got herbs. It's got Irish moss powder. It's got coconut water. It's got ginger extract. It's got garlic powder, flaxseed powder, green tea extract to burn fat, organic barley grass, chlorella. Could never say that. Chlorella powder, organic kale powder, leaf powder, pineapple powder. Again, men, if you're having issues with erectile dysfunction, all natural, organic, perfect for it. Ladies, hair, skin, and nail formula, built right in. Okay? You're going to get everything you need in one particular product. I'm not trying to take us or get us by selling a bunch of different bottles to call myself, okay, just because I could put $19.99 on this one and $19.99 on that one and $19.99 on that one, why not just have it all in one and make it available? So this is what 1 ounce of prevention is, okay? It's a superfood that contains nothing but vitamins and minerals, herbs, superfruits, super vegetables, all the stuff that you need. So take a look at it, and I guarantee you're going to be very impressed with 1 ounce of prevention. And the interesting thing is that I've been on it since 2019. And I put a lot of these young kids to shame in the gym. They look at me and they say, oh man, he's got to be 30s, 40s. Now I'm up there. I make these young kids look like they're mine. But again, it's not to boast or brag. It's just that, okay, we know that you don't have to be a rocket scientist to develop a really good formula of all natural superfood formula so that you can take care of yourself and take care of your family. That's exactly what 1 ounce of prevention does. Then there's the Global ID. Global ID is an excellent tool. I've got reports from Hawaii, California, Arizona, Florida, Texas, New York, Chicago, Washington, you name it, of nothing but successful stories where people say that they've actually handed this ID to either a law enforcement official or a bank or someone, and either they've gotten a response and say, well, how can I get one of these for myself? Or if the law enforcement officer went back to the car, he had to read the actual contract that's on the back, and it's $250,000 for every 15 minutes of your time. You have every right to bill them for your time the same way that they bill you for their time. Or they might want to bill you for a traffic violation, or they want to bill you for anything. They're trying to get your human energy, and the only way they can get that is via that driver's license. That's why that's the first thing they ask you when they stop you. Do you have a driver's license? Do you have ID? Yes, here's my private ID. Here you go. And please acknowledge the contract on the back. So, and an interesting thing is, in the Real ID Act, federal law, it talks about private IDs, and our ID is on point. There's a couple of things that we're going to change in the new IDs that are coming up by the end of this year, getting ready for 2023, and they're going to be really exciting. But our ID is by far one of the most effective private IDs that a lot of government agencies have seen. I've actually used my ID at airports. I've used my ID with customs coming back from Jamaica. I've used my ID at banks. I've actually gotten stopped and given my ID to state troopers on I-95. As soon as they come back to my car, they say, sir, we apologize for the delay. Have a good day. They'll try to say something slick. Oh, slow down out here. It's 70 out here, not 85. I was doing 85. And I did 85 right past him. It wasn't intentional. It's just that sometimes when I got that music bumping in my car and I can't hear nothing, I'm trying to get from point A to point B. I'm a safe traveler. I'm an absolute safe traveler, defensive driver, and I'm very, very responsible. So I'm not out there trying to burn rubber and burn up the roads or try to throw things up in their face. Remember, I operate honorably, but I operate privately. So whenever I give this ID, or whenever some of my clients talk about this ID, man, they're blown away. They're very thankful, which I appreciate, because I'm thankful the fact that they're thankful, because I know that this stuff works. So if I know it works and someone else comes back to me and say it worked for them, then I know I'm doing the right thing. So the ID is very, very, very effective. Remember, you reserve all your rights under UCC 1308. You also lay out your contract, which says a violation of my rights is assessed at $250,000 per occurrence, or every 15 minutes that I'm delayed or detained or questioned. All benefits and privileges are hereby waived non-pro-tunc. So we lay out all the necessary language on the back to, one, give them a lawful notice of warning, two, a full reservation of rights, three, we lay out our fees for the violation of our liberty, and four, we let them know that there's a distinct separation between the trust that you see at the bottom versus the human, human being that's going to be on the front of the actual ID. Okay, so again, ID.